Life after sports. Unless you're John Elway, Michael Strahan, or Marion Bartoli, your last sports game is usually sad or unexpected. Most of us don't go out winning a championship. Whether you lose in the regular season, playoffs, or get taken out by an injury, there's usually no closure when it comes to your sports career. Once the final whistle blows, your career ends, and the time and energy that you spent on this aspect of your life is now free, with you maybe feeling the need to fill the void. We're going to take a closer look at the mental health of college athletes and how the end of their sports career impacts the functioning once that chapter is closed. This is Real Life Psych.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. For those of you new to my channel, my name's Alexa Simos, licensed therapist and certified drug and alcohol abuse counselor. Mental health in sports. So often we look at the glitz and glam and the attention athletes get, but don't really think about how college athletes are balancing school, practice, and their personal lives. We also don't take into consideration the amount of time and dedication individuals have put in to get where they are now, basically creating an identity surrounding their given sport or position. This is also a close to home topic for me due to also being a former college athlete. Now, according to the NCAA, there are nearly 500,000 student athletes, and roughly only 2% will go on to play their sport professionally. The remaining 98% have to leave the ship early and transition into a life which they have to create a new identity and start a new chapter. Some people find relief in their athletic career ending due to injury, fatigue, and just not having to wake up at 6 a.m. for training twice a week. Now you enter a world of normalcy and have the freedom to do what you want with your time and take on whatever career or venture that comes your way. However, after some time, people begin to ask themselves, who am I? According to sports psychologists, the term identity foreclosure may make sense in some cases. Identity foreclosure is a stage in the self-discovery process in which a person has an identity surrounding one activity, but has not looked at any other option or ideas. This can be seen as starting in your young children when parents pick out activities for them or an individual adopts those traits from their parents. So after sports, it's not just readjusting to a new lifestyle, but also coping with the loss of the game. According to a 2016 Gallup-Purdue Index study of former NCAA student athletes who graduated between 1970 and 2014, they found that the population significantly leads other college graduates in 4 out of 5 elements of well-being. 56% reported that they're thriving and liking what they do each day and are motivated to achieve goals. 54% have strong and supportive relationships, and 51% have a sense of engagement within their communities. So, even despite the fact that 54% of people say they have strong and supportive relationships, there's still 46% of people out there who are struggling to find that connection and finding their identity with after the game. Another hurdle that comes with life after sports are the physical changes that come with decreased activity. According to the NCAA, most retired student athletes become less active, with 44% being classified as obese or overweight after their athletic careers are over. These statistics are alarming, but also not completely surprising when reflecting on the high levels of exercise student athletes endured, matched with a caloric intake that was just as high. But unfortunately, it's hard to just stop eating as much because the exercise has reduced. This leads to changes in body image that can affect your mental health. For example, people with a positive body image are more likely to have better mental health than those who have negative body images, which can put them at a higher risk of depression, eating disorders, or other mental and physical health problems. For many, looking like an athlete was just as much as their identity as being one. And when your body starts to change, it can be a depressing reminder that you're no longer that person you've trained to be your whole life. One of the final hurdles that significantly impacts athletes adjusting back to a world without sports is managing their tunnel vision. Tunnel vision syndrome includes athletes spending a majority of their time fixating on the sport, whether that's training, competition, or the other obligations that come with being an athlete. Going from being fixated on one activity in your life to then having that activity ending can be completely mind-boggling. You ask yourself, where do I put that focus that I had toward my athletic career? And how do I fill the void of now my empty schedule? You may also be saying, Alexa, slow down there. You're listing off a lot of negative effects. How can one possibly manage this transition? Here are some tips that could help with the transition from being an athlete to going to everyday normal life without athletics. Number 1, discover interests in other activities in sports. Think about it. You can now dabble in any type of activity you have ever desired due to all the free time you have. Like taking that dance class you always wanted to try, or doing virtual cooking classes. Whatever it is, now is the time to take advantage and do it. This can assist with creating an identity outside of your sport and also help with the staying fit and healthy side. Number 2, develop stress and time management skills. Transitional periods in life can create increased feelings of stress due to the unknown ahead. Take charge and control of this venture and implement skills that keep you focused and mindful, whether that's journaling, meditating, or exercising. Number 3, use your support system. When change happens, we often think that we're the only ones going through it. It's really easy to be withdrawn and not use your support system around you. Even better if that support system consists of old teammates and coaches who can relate directly to your current experience. But by even educating loved ones on how you feel, that can assist with processing your emotions throughout the transition and better equip your loved ones with how to help you best. And number 4, you can always consult with a sports psychologist to help explore further avenues and adaptation techniques. Sports psychology is a widely popular field of psychology that works with individuals and many sports teams. Talking to a professional is always a great and even better way to tailor your mental health needs due to them being specifically focusing on athletes. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. This is a very near and dear topic to me due to being a former student athlete. If you can relate to anything within this video, make sure to comment your experience below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you get alerts when our next video drops. Leave a comment if you have also any other suggestions. Catch you next Sunday, guys. Have a great week.